That's so loud. Oh my gosh. I'm just testing the mic audio right now. Just so people know. Because, like, I want it to be, like, audible, but not that loud. I guess I do have my audio just generally kind of low, though, so. This is a great stream delay, by the way. I know you can't hear the audio. I have it off on purpose, but, the background noise kind of sucks, but it's not terrible. If I do that. Oh, that's not bad at all. Okay. Let's try this then. I don't know if it's going to work well, but we'll try it for now. I also turned up the game a bit because I watched one of the previous videos and it seemed kind of quiet, so. Okay, game audio to voice test. Yeah, that seems fine to me. At least for now. If I want to make changes later, I always can. Although it'll probably be in the next video. Okay. March 13th, 1:22 p.m. Gate Waterland main gate. Ugh, chased it like a pair of peasants. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Kay? There's something even thieves should never steal. Do you know what that is? You really shouldn't steal anything, however I'll bite. What shouldn't a thief steal? A life. It's too heavy of a burden on your soul to get away with, ever. That's something we can agree on? Well said, Kay. No matter what we may try to murder, is the one crime that can never be truly be hidden. And I intend to prove that by my own hands. When I apprehend the murderer myself. Alright, and I'm gonna work extra hard to be a good assistant. Let's go. I still never said she'd be my assistant. Ugh, I'm just gonna drop the issue. The first thing we should do is locate the real scene of the murder. Mr. Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe. Mr. Edgeworth, the stadium, hurry, sir. This is supposed to be hush-hush, but they found a witness at the stadium. A witness? You, what do we tell you? Oh, what was the detective's voice?
You, what did we tell you about leaving your assigned post?
I'm not giving consistent voices at all, but I don't care. Oh, the jig is up. Mr. Edgeworth, remember that I'm always rooting for you, so go get him, sir. Those detectives sure look like they're enjoying themselves. It's not all fun and games, Kay. Now then, let's head to the stadium and meet this witness. March 13th, 1:42 p.m. Stadium. I thought there was a witness here. Yeah, I don't see anyone. Oh, I'm gonna wait till I see the character to pick their voice. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes! She's back! I got spoiled on the fact that she's in this game. By somebody. I think it was like a TikTok. Or no, it was on the subreddit. Somebody spoiled. I saw a spoiler that she was in this game, but I completely forgot until right now. Oh, I'm so excited. What voice should she have? Long time no see. You are Miss Emma Skye, correct? This girl's the younger sister of my former superior, Lana Skye. Oh yeah, right, I forgot about that. 2 years ago, we stood in the same courtroom together as witness and prosecutor. But I thought she had gone to Europe to study forensics. I can't believe you remember me, Mr. Edgeworth. Of course I do. How have you been? You look to be in good spirits. Are you still studying abroad? You bet. More than anything, I want to investigate crime scenes, scientifically. I've been studying non-stop every day to become a top-notch forensic scientist. But it's spring break now, so I thought I'd come back for a bit. Okay, so that's the thing. Apollo kind of wrote this into a corner because it said that she'd been in Europe for like 7 years or whatever. I see. Okay, cool. Is Emma the witness? Surely not. I assume this is another Badgermobile? Yeah, but it's a different color than the blue Badger's car. Yes, this is the retina steering pink model. Wait, can we talk to... What the hell would we talk to her about? Right now. Yes? You look deep in thought. Care to share, Kay? Well, it's happened. I'm getting a little confused. For example, what that detective said earlier. About how we must look for the witness at the stadium? No, not that. I'm always rooting for you a bit. I was thinking how sweet that is. It's like you two are best friends. I think you're a little confused, alright, Kay. What is up with the Gumshoe hate in all these games? He's awesome. Like, everybody hates Gumshoe. Phoenix hates him. Edgeworth hates him. I almost didn't recognize you. You've really grown in these past few years. Please don't tease me, Mr. Edgeworth. I know I still have a long way to go. But I'm gonna be a super forensic scientist someday. You'll see. You seem to know Mr. Edgeworth really well. Are you two acquaintances? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Emma Sky. Nice to meet you. I'm studying abroad now to be a forensic scientist. How about you? Whoa, that's a great dream. My name's Kay Faraday. And I'm training to become an unstoppable great thief. A great thief? Don't think too hard on it, Emma. It's not worth the trouble. In any case, we have much to catch up on. You bet we do. So why are you here, Emma? Well, I just happened to decide to come back home for spring break. And then I heard that you'd come back too, so I raced on over here. I really wanted to welcome you back at the airport, but I just missed you. And how exactly did you know I was here? Through the power of science, naturally. Never understand what science can do for you. I used these to trace your footprints, and I followed them straight to you. There's no way! This set is the greatest. It's so wonderfully scientific. You spray this chemical on the ground, and where you shine the special light on it, zing! The footprints light up like an electrified noble gas in a glass tube. What a weird reference. It's almost like magic, scientifically speaking. Forensic science has never seemed more ominous to me than at this very moment. Wait, can we use the footprint thing to track the, like, people? Wait! The footprint thing! There was footprints at the scene! Did we ever end up actually tracking those? Oh no, we did, yeah. Never mind, we just sort of guessed. Emma, I'd like to ask you about what you witnessed. Huh? What are you talking about? Are you not the witness Detective Gumshoe told us about? Well, I did get a call from Detective Gumshoe earlier. He was practically yelling at me. Mr. Edgeworth needs your scientific doohickeys right now, pal, he said. What was that man thinking? Or rather, not thinking. So let me guess, there's been a murder, right? Yes, unfortunately. There's a sudden glint in her eyes. But I need to keep my mind focused on the witness. Now, where did that person go? What's that off in the distance? Oh, hey, it's the pink badger. Badger, get! Badger, 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 badger. Just what does she see in these silly little things? I think this badger has something to say to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Are you by chance the witness I've been searching for? Sorry, but I don't speak badger dance. Who is this gonna be? Oh, wait, what? Oh my god! Ah! I can't take me. What's her voice? I can't take being inside that stuffy head anymore. You're. No! Why her? Why here? Why now? I first met this woman 3 years ago. She was a witness in one of my cases. She has since gone out of her way to pop up unexpectedly and cause me great grief. Edgy Poo! Why couldn't you understand what I was trying to tell you? I mean, really. I was trying so hard to keep the kids' dreams alive by staying in character. But you couldn't pick up on what I was trying to convey to you. I'm sick and tired of that roundabout way of talking, so I'm just gonna be direct. I had a bad feeling before, but this just made it official. Today has come beyond the typical not my day into the realm of a waking nightmare. So you're a friend of Mr. Edgeworth too, Miss Pink Badger? You could say. I'm doing like a... So, I watched RT Game play through all the original Ace Attorney games. This sounds like his voice for, like, Gant. You could say that, but right now I'm just the Pink Badger deer. She may look the part, but I know better than to trust my eyes around this woman. My name is Wendy Oldbag. Or you can call me Wendy or Granny or whatever suits your fancy. Nice to meet you, Miss Oldbag. I'm Kay Faraday. Huh, what do I care about a young whippersnapper like you? Yeesh, I was just trying to be polite. Weren't you a security guard at one of the Gatewater hotels the last time we met? Huh, I go where I'm needed. I'm very good at what I do, unlike that youth of today. I get called in all the time to fill in when there aren't enough hands. There's a water bottle in front of my monitor. But enough about me, Edgy Poo. I'm thoroughly dejected right now. I finally get a chance to see you again, and here you are talking with two young girls. Men are all the same. It doesn't matter how they get her. They continue to shamelessly fit with young girls. Why the other day just happened to go to the situation with the 6-year-old little two at $200, and they say Bruce takes serious direct at that girl. You seem to attract all sorts of interesting people, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, please, I'm begging you. By all means, do not provoke her any further. Aren't you forgetting about something, Mr. Edgeworth? This person could be the witness. Honestly, I hope she isn't, but I don't think Faye is gonna be so kind today. I saw what happened. I even saw the exact moment it happened. How's that? So it's true, she is the witness. Ugh, I don't suppose I can afford to ignore the old bag. Yes, it was just a little while ago. I saw it happen right in front of me. The moment of the murder. You mean to say that you witnessed someone being killed right before your eyes? Sounds like a pretty important piece of testimony to me. Oh, alright, we're just going straight into this. Sorry, I'm just opening up the, I'm opening up the walkthrough, not because I want to actually, like, cheat. I just want to see how long this is, like, generally, just so I can know. There's 5 parts to this, so... it seems pretty long, but I don't actually think it should be that bad. I think we should be fine. I'm probably not gonna finish this tonight, but we're gonna get, like, maybe halfway through? I came to this stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw 2 men facing each other in that area. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. Looks like we hit the jackpot, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I can't afford to ignore what she has to say. Unfortunately. What's that unfortunately you tacked on at the end supposed to be, Edgy Poo? Well, anyway, let's see what we can find out for this little old lady. Why do I always yawn while I'm playing this game? I yawn like never. And yet, when I'm streaming, of course. What old bag witnessed. That's it? That seems so... The guy was wearing a chain. Again, I haven't played this in like 2 weeks, so... The body was moved, it was shot... What does ABD mean? Is it supposed to be a location? Gunshot wound, lower right abdomen, exit point right shoulder, lack of morale on the body, 6% was killed, then moved. Okay, so we need to find the real murder site, which was supposedly here. I kinda wonder, is it like blood on the ground? That's supposed to be the contradiction. You're claiming to have seen the exact moment in which the murder took place? Absolutely. That gun made a terrible racket when it was fired. You didn't try to go help the person that got shot? I'm only one person, you smart alecky brat. What could I have done? But I took off as soon as I could to find someone who could help. It was a terrifying experience, let me tell you. Does this actually want to work now? Hold it! No. Okay. Blue Badger Bible. Okay. Proto Badger, Blue Badger, Bad Badger, Pink Badger. There's only one of each badger in the part, yeah. Costumes. Costumes. Body is moved. Shaped like a horse. There's a lot less 3D models, like, right? Like, even in the previous case, we only had, like, I think, what, 2 or 3? And then right now, this is the only 3D model we have. This horse. And the badge, of course, but that's kind of interesting. Compared to, like, Apollo, which was, like, its whole thing was 3D models, because it was the first game to do that since Rise from the Ashes. Also, wait, what? We didn't notice that before. Oh, never mind. It's the same thing. The name Colin DeVore is engraved here. I really admire people who carve their names into a pennant. Oh, and why would that be? You have no imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. Did you ever think that maybe people want to have their loved ones always nearby? It's not as if I have a wedding band and I have no interest in accessorizing. I suppose. Anyway, you know what? More than wearing flashy accessories, I'd rather be engraving my name into every treasure I can find all around the world. A sign of affection is one thing, but blatant vandalizing is just a bit different. Okay. That's not helpful. It was very terrifying, let me tell you. I believe that's over and I saw 2 men. Maybe, like, she shouldn't have seen them because they were in costume? But we found his body like this, so... Huh. Okay. You saw 2 men? Can you describe them for me? They look like the average Joes, completely uninteresting and not worth poring over. Yeah, I think this is it. I'm telling you, they were so boring that I don't even remember much beyond that. But did they have any special features? Anything you can recall would be very helpful. Oh my, don't tell me you're jealous of those 2 men. Hey, she's right, you do seem pretty worked up over them, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not worked up over anyone, and I'm not jealous. It's alright, Edgy-Poo, those 2 were just fools compared to a stallion like you. I thought so little of them that I lost interest the instant I laid eyes on them. 2 men, 1 bullet. It's all consistent with what we found out from the body. Sadly, there wasn't exactly a lot of new information to go on in your testimony. Well, if I saw the guy again, I'm sure I could identify him for— Okay. So it's, okay, alright. I mean, how do you expect me to remember anything without something to jog my memory? Self-centered, aren't we? Well, it was somewhat useful. Her testimony also presents with a new problem. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? So about this new problem. What's that giant grin on your face for? Do you want me to show you something really nice? No, thank you. Don't be so mean. I swear it's something you're gonna like. What is that gadget you hold? She has like a phone? What? What you see before you is the secret weapon of a great thief. I should have known it would be worthless. Ah, don't be like that. What the? What do you think now? What is it doing? It's projecting something into the air. I'm gonna input the necessary information to run the simulation now. Oh. Once I'm done, I'll increase the size of the projection to its maximum size. Dark skies of evening when no other bird dares take the wing. One alone remains all-seeing. Now witness the true power of real modern-day Robin Hood. What the heck? Okay. Sick. What is this? This is a recreation of the murder based on the info I inputted into Little Thief. Little Thief. I dare say I think you're taking the Robin Hood thing a bit too far. What is happening to Edgeworth's sprite right now? Little Thief is actually meant to be a simulator for me to plan my thefts. But I suppose if I used it like this... Let's see. Miss Olbeck says that the 2 men were facing each other, and then a gunshot rang out and the victim fell to the ground. But that doesn't make any sense because he was shot, like, horizontally. Ah, so with this we can inspect the crime scene as it was in the past. See? So what do you think? I have to say, I'm impressed by the technology thieves have access to these days. Well, it is the super secret weapon of the mighty Yeti-Garatsu. Oh, but if there isn't enough information or something is out of place, the recreation could come out a little strange. In other words, I can use this to authenticate the validity of a witness testimony? You got it. You really catch on quick, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, well, we know immediately. Right now, the simulation is a recreation of that witness's testimony. So for now, I should re-examine everything. If I've heard anything illogical or strange, I can then ask for clarification. Feel free to examine anything in the simulation the way you always do. Okay, so it's just... Ah, alright. You can even present it if you find a contradiction. And if you find something, I got Little Thief with me, so just let me know, okay? Alright. What the heck? Okay, cool. Well, again, I know immediately the body was not like this, because he was shot backwards. I say backwards, he was shot horizontally. He was lying down. This is how the witness said the body was laying. Yeah, that's true. But if that's the case, then we've already found our first contradiction. Huh? What? Where? If this is the real seed of the crime, there's something missing that should be here. Well, blood. I mean, his body was moved, so that's what should show it.
Take that!
This is the contradiction. Wait, what? How is that not... is something wrong with my recreation? If this is the real scene of the crime, something specific should be here. If you think back, how do we deduce that the other crime scene was not the real one? Oh, I get what's missing now. There's no blood on the ground here either, right? Right. The fact that there's no blood here casts down on the witness's testimony. Oh, Jipo, how can you doubt me like that? How you calling me a liar? I know what I saw, and I saw the victim get shot down. You know, I don't think she's lying, Mr. Edgeworth. To be honest, I can't think of a reason why she would lie to me. In that case, maybe there's another explanation for the distinct lack of blood. Okay, interesting. I haven't actually looked at my logic since, well, since last time, obviously. Victim was kidnapper. Following a kidnapper's prints leads us to a body. Was the victim in a costume? Right. So... we think the victim was the kidnapper. Alright. Well, the thing that I was getting at with this body was that there's no... Now I'm fairly convinced that the victim was killed here, but then why is there no blood? There must be some explanation for this contradiction. Perhaps I should go over all the information I've gathered one more time. Yeah, but that's not how it happened. Like, this is a big contradiction. It was shot from, like, the back. It was shot from their feet, basically. Up. Because it started in their abdomen and went to their shoulder. So he would have already been lying down when he was shot. Okay, why is there no blood? He was in a costume. Do I have to talk to Kay for that? I think so. Yes? So you looped the schedule will provide us with the proof we need? Yeah, of course. Pretty neat, huh? By inputting info like this, you can recreate the crime scene exactly as it was. Although, Little Thief was originally intended to be a training sim for heists. A training sim for thievery? I don't believe I can turn a deaf ear to that, Kay. That's for practice. Practice, it's not like I've actually stolen anything yet. Besides, we're in the middle of an investigation, so stop nitpicking. Even if it is just practice, I can't exactly endorse the act of stealing. Although admittedly, this device is rather useful in an investigation. Okay. So how am I supposed to use this to aid my investigation? Oh, that's right. I guess I should explain how to use it, huh? Objects outlined in yellow are things that are not present in our time, but were in the past. Things outlined in the dotted line are things that exist now, but didn't exist in the past. I see. You can examine and interact with replicated people and objects as you normally do. You can even present evidence whenever you find an inconsistency. Oh, and be sure to point out mistakes in the recreation with evidence, too. Oh, can I do that right now? If there's something you don't get about Little Thief, feel free to ask any time, okay? Do I present to her? Because the body is, like I said, is like... What do you think about this? If you're gonna steal anything, at least keep your hands off my lines. Alright, I'll return it to you. Here you go. I was hoping for some information in return, but my line will do for now. Okay, so, no, that's unhelpful. Alright. Yellow line... Dotted lines are things that did exist now, but didn't exist. Okay, that's good to know. There's nothing dotted right now, though. It's a silhouette of the killer with the gun at the ready. Okay, is it not possible to recreate the face of the killer? Well, I can't exactly input what we don't know into Little Thief. She has a point. This just seems... Again, like... Am I just supposed to tie these together? No, but the idea of there being no blood is that he was in a costume. Right? Surely. Okay, whatever. What is this? Some sort of new attraction? Go on, Jipu, show me anything, I'll tell you all about it. Very well, what do you think about this? It's nothing special. So I figured she'd say as much. Okay, unhelpful again. Does Emma have anything to say? Wait, can we use her forensics thing here? Oh, we need to check for blood. Duh. Right? Surely. Okay, never mind. Scientifically calculating and thinking about this. Then putting it in a way that transmits the feeling that I understand. Whew, done. Should She makes it sound like she knows what she's talking about, but she really has no idea. Admittedly, I am slightly confused by what she's just rattled off. I don't understand what the contradiction here is supposed to be. Is it just okay? I don't actually. Oh, was the victim in a costume? Why is there no blood? That's really dumb. I think that might be it though. Maybe? Oh my god, that's so stupid. The main question there was, is the victim a kidnapper? That's okay, that's really dumb. But whatever. Is it not possible the victim was wearing a costume? So you really think that Mr. Deacon was one of the kidnappers? I think we can reasonably assume there's a very good chance that he was. And that if he was shot while he was inside one of those stolen costumes... I yawned again? What the f... Then Mr. Deacon's blood would be inside the costume instead of on the ground. Precisely. Now if only we could prove that the victim was wearing a costume. 1 second, I'm just installing something really quick. Okay. You'd think it'd be pretty easy if we could find some footprints. But the problem is finding them, since there doesn't seem to be any around. Oh, Emma, footprints. So I wonder how we can go about finding some of those. We can talk to Emma, is what we can do. Also, that's the first time I've seen the watch button actually be grayed out. This is amazing. Just feel the power of science. Emma, about that method you were talking about for finding footprints. Ah, finally my expert knowledge of forensics is needed. Yes, well... Can you detect and trace even partial footprints? Leave it to me. My cutting-edge detection kit can find anything. Very well. You could please analyze those footprints in this area? Okay, stand back now. Witness the power of science at work. Hey, I found something. Look, right there. I don't see anything. Oh, that's right. Here, put these special glasses on, Mr. Edgeworth. These footprints here were definitely left by a badger costume. Judging by the way the prints are layered, they seem to be the newest. Then we conclude that the victim was definitely wearing a costume at the time. Okay, interesting. He was wearing a costume, but we don't know what. Okay, in that case, I'll update Little Thief's simulation parameters. Can't wait to see what we find out from this new info. So the victim was wearing a costume when he died. And with that, we show you one step closer to the truth, right? I see the recreation has changed in accordance with the new information. We may be closer, but now something else has caught my attention. What do you want? Your test warning, Netra. I'd like to hear it one more time, if you please. I came to the stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and saw two men facing each other in that area. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. Okay, well, I know what this is. There was nothing distinguishing about him. So does that mean this old big testimony has a contradiction in it? Yes, I believe our best course of action is to compare it with your recreation. See? I just knew Little Thief would be of help. Now let's see if we can pull more info from this old bag to put it to the recreation. For that, we must first find the contradiction in our test. Hang on. Okay. Spoilers for anybody who hasn't played this game yet, if you're for some reason not wanting to be spoiled, even though you're watching me play it. I got spoiled on the fact that in Investigations 2, or I don't even know what it is, but apparently Kay is the son of a daughter of a prosecutor. She's not snapping, but doing a very similar motion to Von Karma when he snapped. And I kind of wonder if that's connected somehow. Anyway, I just thought I'd point that out. But the thing was, like, Franziska was Von Karma's daughter, so I don't think he had 2 daughters. I came to the stadium. Okay, no. Yeah, we already know what it is. The 2 men were not unique in any way. Can we skip this because we already read it? Yeah, we can. So this is just the same thing. Okay, there's a loud gunshot, person who was shot fell to the ground. Nothing interesting about them, my butt.
Objection!
2 men? How did you know the gender of the 2 people involved? Seeing as how the victim was wearing a costume at the time. Oh. Furthermore, I have another matter I'd like to inquire about. I'd very much like to know why you failed to mention the costume in your testimony. Oh. I'm beginning to doubt if you really witnessed the murder at all. But I'm telling you, I really did see it. I saw it with my very own eyes. From a seat in the 2nd tier. The 2nd tier? Hey, didn't you say you saw it right in front of you earlier? That was, you know, I was using the phrase in the metaphorical sense. Ugh, I see our witness still has a screw loose in the metaphorical sense. Of course, these seats in the 2nd tier were reserved for hotshot VIPs, which is exactly why I go there now to get a ticket nap. I couldn't say you could have gotten a good look from there. It's so high up. Were you able to see even the victim's costume from there? Well, I know I saw 2 people, but I couldn't really see what they looked like because they were in the stage's shadow. Ooh, okay. What? My eyesight isn't what it used to be, you know, not like when I was young, people used to say I could spot a good man from 100 across the way, just the course of the notice was a flash trying to make it a movement easy. It was a careful girl with judgment. Let's return to our investigation, shall we, Kay? You got it. Again. Okay, first of all, they were in the shadow, so I guess the sun would have been different, obviously. This new silhouette of the victim is in a costume. The silhouettes can change depending on the information I input. The little thief can recreate more than just people. So investigate away. We may even find more info with which to make more accurate sin. Alright, sounds like a plan. It must be the footprints, it's the only new thing we have. We just investigated this. It's still able to kill it, it's going to okay. We already saw this. What else is there to investigate? There's this. And there's like the footprints, right? Unless do we have to hang on. Okay, that's unhelpful still. I don't understand what she means by present contradictions. Okay, we just have the thing that says they were in the shadow, right? Okay, yeah. Well, there must be something else to investigate then. It can also show objects, is what you're saying, but... looks like they broke the stage down. Oh! The stage I saw in the morning of the start of the stadium has been packed away. Oh, the stage was in the middle when they were shot. Maybe they're packing up for the show to end, or maybe it's because a different show is scheduled to start its run tomorrow. Okay. Do these connect? Not really, but... I don't see what else we have. The stage was moved is my current idea. But that woman's testimony is to be believed. The murder occurred before the stage was broken down. Do you want me to input that bit of info into Little Thief? Yes, if you please. Okay. Okay, yeah, well that makes no sense. Also, we can't walk through this anymore, even though it's not actually there. There's clearly a contradiction here. Please stop stealing my lines. Oh, come on, it wasn't that hard to see it coming, even from a layman like me. I suppose. In any case, it's not possible for the killer to have stood here in that way. Because there was a very large stage set up in this spot at the time. Yeesh, I told you I got it. Do you feel the need to explain everything? Yes, well, in any case, we still need to resolve this unusual situation. Isn't it obvious? The killer was on top of the stage, naturally. Right, Miss Oldbag? Yes, I remember now. The killer was standing on top of the stage. See? Now let me update the email in the simulation. Whoa, wait a minute. He was shot from, like, the bottom up, right? So the killer was the one at the bottom. What? Okay, this guy was kind of like, he was kind of like the guy from Rise to the Ashes, the, like, Western guy. Well, what we have here, a bunch of hooligans running amok, I see. Agent Lang, how nice of you to join us. Well, I can't have you going around messing up my crime scenes. Agent Lang, we discovered that the real scene of the murder is here, the stadium. I see, thanks. For what? I'm just trying to show you my appreciation for all the times you saved me. Who knew that such a strange little toy could recreate a crime scene like that? Little Thief is not a toy. You too. Sir. And there you have it, you see? Big boys like me don't need silly toys, little girl. Now this is a recreation. So what, do you still intend to assert that Officer Meekins is the killer? Of course. Even knowing that the crime took place here doesn't let him off the hook. This is the real scene of the crime. Officer Meekins lay in wait for the victim on top of the stage. And when the victim finally showed, he shot up from on high. Okay, well, again, that's the truth in your little recreation showed. He wasn't shot from high up, though. How far will you go to accuse Officer Meekins of the crime? He's the most likely suspect we've got, especially given the situation with his gun. Well, even if he is the killer, at least my recreation was on the mark. You see? Thank you for understanding, my fellow crow girl. Ugh, I'm not some common crow. I'm the Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu. The Raven Legend. Unfortunately, your conclusion is yet to be tested, so let's see how well it holds up. Okay. Agent Lang's logic. Do I have anything to press?
Objection!
Nope. I'm terribly sorry, Agent Lang. Huh? I should have warned you that our recreation is incomplete. You cut it quite unexpectedly, after all. What's that supposed to mean? You said the victim was shot by the killer from up above, correct? I hate to break it to you, but that's not possible. Huh? Why not? We found Mr. Deacon's body, specifically where the gunshot wounds were located. Actually, I didn't get that good of a look. Oh, well then. The bullet entered Mr. Deacon in his abdominal region and exited his right shoulder. This more than consists with an angled shot from beneath the victim. Then, yes, our recreation of the victim being shot at an angle from above. A clear contradiction. You're discounting your own conclusions? No, this one point is the only flaw. This was the mistaken parameter in our recreation. Yes, the locations and the killer of the victim were wrong. Ah, I get it. I see what you're trying to say. I believe the killer and the victim were standing opposite to what we initially thought. It was the victim who was on top of the stage as he was being shot by the killer. If this is what happened, it would also explain the positioning of the gunshot wounds. But then what about the footprints? Since footprints don't lie, we can assume that the killer also wore a costume. Okay, I'll try using that data instead. Judging by the fact that both the killer and the victim were wearing costumes, I'd say it was a killing between the two kidnappers. That'd be the most natural conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Agent Lang? Well done, Mr. Prosecutor. But that alone doesn't clear Officer Meekins of the crime. Ask you to take another good look at the tire marks over there. 3 marks are indicative of the blue Badgermobile. That story Officer Meekins told about that shop on wheels getting stolen was just a lie. He drove the blue Badgermobile here and committed the murder. Then he used the car to move the body to the garage in the Wild Wild West area. You believe he moved the body with the car? That's right. It was Officer Meekins himself who put it as to the way he did. He did it. Retired tread marks are very telling. However, is the blue Badgermobile the only thing capable of creating such a pattern? Well, no, there's literally a car like behind us that can do the same thing. Are indicative of the blue Badgermobile. Again, why? Okay, not that. What else could make 3 tire marks? Okay, no, that's not helpful. Alright.
Hold it!
3 tire marks. I have to agree that the blue Badgermobile has 3 tires. Of course, the only thing in this park that can make those products is the Robin shop.
Objection!
Are you forgetting that there are in fact 3 of them? You can't simply ignore the pink and the purple Badgermobiles, Agent Lang.
Not so fast!
Of course, I didn't say it couldn't be either of the other 2, but I see no reason to drag them into this just to complicate things. That story Officer Meekins told about the shop getting wheels just getting stolen alive. He drove the electric car, he hit there, then he used the car in order to go on the stereo. Yeah, but he was likely wearing one. Looks like the only thing the car was selling was death, not dreams. Only if what Agent Blanks believes turns out to be true. The retired tread marks are very telling, however. Is the blue Badgermobile the only thing capable of creating such a pattern? I don't have any evidence that could create something else. No? Unless it was like the victim upside down in the costume.
Hold it!
The tire marks? Yes, the tire marks. The one there's behind the stage. They were hidden up until now by the various pieces of stage equipment. As for when they were made, they must have been made after the rain had begun to fall, correct? Yes, and probably around the same time as when the killer's footprints were made. The tires on that blue Badgermobile probably got pretty muddy because of that. I say it's the blue Badgermobile because, well, that's pretty obvious too.
Hold it!
Of course, you have some sort of proof that it was all a lie, correct? Of course not. Well, that was blunt. But suppose it is a lie, it would explain a lot of things. Like his movements and his whereabouts.
Hold it!
So you still claim the tire marks belong to the blue Badgermobile. It must have arrived on the scene after the ground had become wet with rain. Officer Meekins committed the murder. Then he used the car to move the body to the garage in the Wild Wild West area. Oh wait.
Hold it!
Besides the blue Badgermobile, there are other ways the body could have been moved.
Not so fast!
Recall what the Wild Wild West area looked like. Only the blue Badgemobile and Mr. Deacon's body were in the garage. I'd say that's proof. I suppose if one were to look at that place, that would be the only logical conclusion. However, my experience tells me the truth is unusually not so easily found. There's some sort of problem with Agent Lang's statement with regard to that scene? Okay, well that's the thing we have to contradict, I'm assuming, based on that, like, hint. He used the car to move the body to the garage in the Wild West area. Isn't it only like a one-seater? Is that the issue? There's a horse. That's his body. Oh, there's no blood. No, but the blood would have been in the costume. Kidnapper stole 3 costumes. Severed his head and body. That was like an isolation.
Objection!
I have no clue what the actual objection is there. Sorry, Agent Lang, but that's an impossible tale. And why is that? Those tire marks could not have left Officer Meekin's blue Badgemobile. One look at the car would have told you so. What proves that? Oh, there's no mud. I think. I kind of just want to listen to this song though.
Take that!
Take a good look at the tires. There's not a single dollop of mud to be found on it. Ugh. If this car had come to the backstage area and left those tire tracks, then the lack of mud on these tires stands out as very peculiar indeed. And how do you explain the tire tracks, genius? Hey, I've got it. What about Miss Oldbag's pink Badgemobile? Don't be ridiculous. I was sleeping the entire time in the second-tier seats. Indeed, I do believe we could rule her out as being someone related to the crime. However, there's yet one more roving stoner, as I recall. Oh, you mean the Proto-Badger? That's right, there was one more parking space inside that garage, and it proves the existence of a Proto-Badgermobile. Agent Lang, I suggest you find this Proto-Badgermobile post-haste. There must still be some sort of incriminating evidence in it. Hey, did you hear something? Hell... What, who the hell are you? Are you the guy who was kidnapped? Help me. Okay. What the hell? Are you alright? Well, this is something. Looks like we found our kidnapping victim. Where were you all this time? Wild West with kidnappers. He was in the room next to the one I was held in? Ran away using underground and got lost. The kidnappers... Huh? What is it? I can't understand what you're trying to say. The kidnappers escaped wearing costumes. Did you see the faces of the kidnappers? No, I didn't see their faces, but one was a woman. A woman? Quite an important piece of testimony. Hey, what are you guys doing? Stop standing there and get your cops on this already. I'll even let you guys have what the kid said just now. Consider it a gift. Now, are you gonna get out of my crime scene, or am I gonna have to get rough? Ugh, again? You're nothing but a big bully. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go. Oh, no, not you. You're a very important witness for my case. I'm not about to let you get away that easily. Don't count on me to testify, because I won't. Not for you. That's right. I won't either. You hear me, you young whippersnapper? Hey, calm down. There's no need for all this hostility. I just want to take a statement from each of you. I'm not gonna rough either of you up. I give you my word. Come now, fair maidens. What do you say? Will you cooperate? Fair maidens? Why, you little rascal, you sure know the way into a woman's heart. Lang Zi says, the passage of time is but a fleeting moment, and a lady is young forever. Try not to do my edging with your fancy schmancy sayings. Let's get this over with. So we're clear, I'm only interested in giving you my statement. Sure, just as soon as Mr. Prosecutor leaves us be. Mr. Edgeworth. And that's it. I'm probably going to stop there for today. I might play more without voice acting, or I might play more later, but my family is in the basement right now, and it's kind of weird talking in front of them. So, of course, they just went upstairs as soon as this part finished. But yeah, I might end up streaming later, because I haven't done this in a while, and I really do enjoy playing it. I just never really have time. Rather, I don't usually have time to, like, voice act, so that's why I don't usually do it. But I should. Thanks for watching.